everybody, Starno here. Welcome you to episode 13 of Facecam with Jen. I mentioned in the last Facecam that I was going to talk a little bit about the Royal Rumble. And because that is WWE's one of the well-known pay-per-views. It's got a lot of statistics because the main event is a little different than what most wrestling things are. The fact of the Royal Rumble is this, most of the time, I say most because there are two exceptions to this, a 30-man over-the-top rope match. Where basically you have to throw your opponent over the top rope, both feet have to land on the floor for them to be eliminated, last one standing is the winner. And there's always a prize for it. Currently, the prize is to main event WrestleMania, which comes about 2.5 months later now. It's like early April. And this pay-per-view is the last Sunday in January, which I cannot remember what that is. Trying to think. So it'd be in about 3 weeks from tomorrow, because today is Saturday. But this is going to come out on Monday. So basically in about 3 weeks. But the Royal Rumble first started in 1988. So there's about a 25-year history to it. And that was just actually fact number 1 here on my Royal Rumble cheat sheet of facts. There's about 19 facts here, and I've got a little bit more memorized here, but anyway, I already gave you fact number 1. Fact number 2 is 88's Royal Rumble only had 20 participants. That's the one exception to the 30 rule. The other one was 2011's Royal Rumble had 40. Now, they say being in spot number 30 is the most advantageous, but it's not, actually. It has only produced 2 winners. The spot that gives the most winners is actually spot number 27 with 4 of them. And up until very recently in the history, number 30 hadn't produced a winner. The first winner to produce, first 30 winner, was in 2007 with The Undertaker. The wrestler Kane currently holds the record for the most Rumble appearances with 15. If you count what he was before Kane, that makes it 17. He's made 2 more appearances. And the next one down from that is Shawn Michaels with only 12 appearances. Shawn Michaels would have actually probably about closer to 15 or 16 if he didn't injure his back and was out for 4 years. He would have a record closer to Kane's if he didn't end up injured and out for 4 years. Just a little thing to know. But Kane and Shawn Michaels currently hold the record for the most cumulative eliminations. Basically their overall eliminations and their appearances with 39. Kane is still an active wrestler, so he could potentially become the cumulative record holder with 40 plus this year, because Kane is still technically in the current roster, so he could break Shawn Michaels' record this year. Currently, 2 other people have 30 plus cumulative eliminations. Stone Cold Steve Austin with 36 and The Undertaker with 35. Along with Kane and Shawn Michaels, Undertaker and Rikishi have participated in 10 or more Royal Rumbles. A little known fact, 3 women have participated in the Rumble. Chyna participated in the 99 and the 2000 Rumble. Beth Phoenix participated, I can't remember which year, and Karma also participated in one. Very short-lived, but she could have definitely done good. 5 participants have competed for over an hour in the Rumble. When the time they lasted, 3 of those are Royal Rumble winners. Rey Mysterio currently holds the longest time in the Rumble with a time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 12 seconds that was set in 2006. No other participant has spent more than 50 minutes in the Rumble since then. 1993 was the first time match for the championship at WrestleMania was the prize for winning the Rumble. 17 of the winners came from the slots from the final third, slots 21 to 30. Yeah, 17 of the winners came from slots 21 to 30. That makes up about 60% of the winners. There are 3 back-to-back winners: Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold has won the most Rumbles with 3, and he was a runner-up in a 4th Rumble. Stone Cold has only participated in 6 Rumbles. So out of these 6 Rumbles he participated, he won half of them, and was in the top 2 in 2/3 of them. Vince McMahon won the 1999 Royal Rumble. This was the Rumble that Stone Cold was the runner-up. 4 men have eliminated 10 or more competitors in a single Rumble. Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold have 10. This record was met in 89. Stone Cold matched it in 97. Kane in 2001 broke that with 11 records. And last year, Roman Reigns with the current record of 12. In 4 Rumbles, Stone Cold has eliminated 7 or more wrestlers in a Rumble. Let's see, another good one to note is there is one wrestler who can make the 10 or more Rumbles this year. With Goldust can get to the 10 or more Rumble club if he participates in this year's Royal Rumble. He currently has 9. He is an active wrestler. He's the only active wrestler that can reach the 10 or more club if he participates in this Rumble. And I have a good feeling, unless he's going to be in a tag team championship match, he's probably going to be in the Rumble. Because they tend to do mostly championship matches. Maybe one that isn't a championship and then the Rumble. Because the Rumble does take about an hour. About an hour, give or take about 10 minutes. And they usually do, like, after the first 2, each participant comes in about every 90 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on how long they do it. But 90 seconds is usually, 90 seconds or 2 minutes is usually the big span. Slot number 2 has produced the same number of winners as slot number 1. 2. So slots 1 and 2 have produced more winners than number 30. And it's produced as many as 27. And I've already mentioned the one 40-man Royal Rumble was won by slot number 38. Let's see, the one Royal Rumble where it was 20 participants, it was won by the slot number 13. This is the only time 13 has won a Royal Rumble. It's also one of the few Royal Rumbles that was won from the 11 to 20 slot. There have only been two other winners. See if I can find my tally here. Yeah, one of 2 other winners. 11 to 10 has produced the remaining 7 winners. And 4 of them were, of course, slots number 1 or 2. 3 has produced 1 winner. So that means the other 2s were slots 4 through 10. There was one Royal Rumble match where there were 2 winners. Both of them were from the slots 21 to 30. That was Bret Hart and Lex Luger in 1994. When another tie event happened about 10 years later, the match was actually rescheduled, and the eventual winner did come from the number 20 to 30 slot. I've done a lot of talking today. I think I've done a combined total of over 30 minutes at this point. I'm almost straight talking. But some other things that WWE has mentioned is that pretty close to 40 Hall of Famers have... No, wait, it's closer to 30. Or is it? A lot of Hall of Famers have entered the match. About 50% of the people, ever since something like the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania was offers a prize, about a little over half the participants have won their championship match at WrestleMania. A lot more in the past decade, about 60% of them. And the champion, since there's about 2 months in between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, there's one pay-per-view in between the two of them, maybe even a second. There is a chance that the champion they challenge won't be the same champion. The belt they're going for may have switched hands and champions between them. So, it is a very decent thing. The Royal Rumble is definitely something filled with a lot of numbers, a lot of statistics, and WWE will release a By the Numbers 2015 edition to kind of update a little bit some of the statistics. They need to update, of course, the most people eliminated in the Rumble because Roman Reigns broke that last year. They need to mention now that Michaels and Kane are tied with the most consecutive Rumbles. And I think there's a few minor things because now there's more Hall of Famers who have entered the Rumble. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this Facecam. See you guys in the next one.